This is all being recorded. It's my turn.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Whenever you're...
How
How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of Frankenstein, Wolf the Wheat Man.
Who could have done this terrible thing?
Could it be the monster again? Frankenstein's monster?
No, the monster was burned to death with Dr. Frankenstein. He wasn't killed by the monster. An animal bit her to death. I saw the wound on her throat.
What animals are around here that can kill people?
Well, we've warned you.
You've been warned. Welcome back to Frankenstein Minute, the podcast that dissects the Universal Frankenstein film series minute by minute. I'm Bill Evenson.
I'm Thom Lang, and you join us for minute 11 of Universal's... Are we still doing the 42-43?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. 1943 film, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman.
Yep.
And what happened today, Bill?
Well, today, if you're joining us on November 13th, which is a Thursday, we're mourning the loss of Dwight Fry, who died in 1943, 82 years ago.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah. He died on a bus.
Apparently. He was working at Lockheed in the night shift.
So what was Lockheed doing in 1943?
Lockheed
he was part of the war effort.
War effort, yep.
Yeah.
I think he was an engineer or something there.
Was that right?
Yeah, he wasn't just on an assembly line. So
okay, it's interesting.
I mean, when we see him in this film coming up, he does not look like a well man.
That's true. He doesn't look himself.
He looks like he weighs about 30 pounds, and he seems a little bit like he's under the influence of an entire bottle of NyQuil. So it's a little sad. Yeah, he was riding home on the bus, had a heart attack.
I couldn't remember if he was on his way to work, on his way home from work.
I thought it was on his way home.
And which is sadder?
Yeah, I know, which is
probably
sad.
The way home is sadder.
Yeah, he finished his shift. He's heading home. He's like, okay, I can go to bed for a while.
Yeah,
nope.
And he went to bed for a while.
He's still in bed, actually.
Still in bed.
Yeah.
Dwight Fry, 82 years later. Also on Thursday, we celebrate the airing of The Nightmare Begins on BBC One 60 years ago today. That's also known as the Daleks Master Plan Episode 1.
I always take the day off for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the television program Doctor Who. Tomorrow, if you're joining us on Friday, November 14th, Frederick Kerr was born 167 years ago.
He looks every year of it. He did it in Frankenstein.
Is that even possible? If I got that right? He was born in 1858.
Yeah, that makes sense, because, I mean, he was an old man in 31.
Yeah, he doesn't make it to 35.
No, which is too bad, because I think
he's the Baron. He's Baron
Frankenstein in Frankenstein. And I think he would have really added another layer. Not that it needs it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of layers.
Bride of Frankenstein, I think he would have fit the tone of that. He and Fry are sort of the comic relief in Frankenstein.
Yeah, right.
Kerr, I think, more so.
Yeah.
He's very funny in Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I really like him a lot.
Shot the whole movie, decided they wanted to have Henry live at the end. Mm-hmm. So they just brought in Kerr and a bunch of extras.
Well, yeah.
They didn't even bring back Clive.
Clive was back in England, I think.
Yeah, probably.
And once you know it, you can't unsee that it's not Clive.
Well, I mean, it's really not that bad. He's pretty far away.
I know, but if you know it's not him, you can tell.
You can tell it's not.
Yeah. And it's not May Clark either.
Of course, she had suffered that grapefruit incident.
Yeah.
Also, born on this day, November 14th, Paul McGann, who starred as Victor Frankenstein in the 1994 BBC Radio 4 Frankenstein dramatization, and he also played Jonathan Harker in the 1995 BBC Radio 4 Dracula dramatization.
Have you heard any of them?
I have not.
Okay.
No. He also played Doctor Who.
He's in a bunch of British films, obviously.
He's in With Nail and I. I believe he's I. Is he I?
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
He's in Alien 3.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he plays a bigger role in Alien 3 Extended Edition or Director's Cut or whatever they called it. There you go. Saturday, November 15th, is the anniversary of the release of The Wolfman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What year was that, Bill?
1941.
Okay.
So 84 years ago.
Yeah.
Next year will be the 85th anniversary of The Wolfman.
You gonna do anything special for that?
Yeah, I think we better.
There's a parade, I know. So,
okay, well, what do you think of The Wolfman?
I like it. It's not my favorite.
A lot of people really love it.
I know. Like Mike Herman is a huge fan.
Okay. Bela Lugosi's good in it.
He's one of those roles that Lugosi excels in, is those character parts like that.
Right.
His best work is like Igor, Bela the Gypsy, these character parts.
You make me think of The Body Snatcher.
Body Snatcher, he's great. Yeah.
Actually, he's got a small role in this film, so this will probably be great.
Yeah, he has a very
This
small
will
role.
turn out great.
He's got a very small role in this film.
We'll let you know when to look for him.
Yeah.
Because you might miss,
hard
blink and you might miss him.
You might.
Saturday, also, we celebrate the 90th anniversary of the release of a film called A Night at the Opera.
Yeah.
You like that one, but it's your 5th favorite.
It's maybe my 4th.
Okay.
Third, yeah, 4th favorite.
Okay, so you got Duck Soup is number 1.
Horse Feathers and Monkey Business are tied for 2nd. It depends on which one I've seen last.
Okay.
Animal Crackers I happen to like, and then Night at the Opera.
Okay, so not Day at the Races, not Room Service, not Love Happy.
Oh, well, Love Happy's not a Marx Brothers movie. It's a Harpo movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to be pedantic about it.
They're all in it.
They're all in it, but they're not the Marx Brothers.
Yeah. Well, Room Service wasn't written as a Marx
No,
Brothers
it wasn't.
but that's like, I think I might like Room Service better.
Do you?
I really like that movie.
Better than Night at the Opera.
Yeah, I haven't watched Night at the Opera in a long time. Wednesday, we celebrate the birth of Ted J. Kent.
Yep, he was Wales
Clark
editor.
Kent's brother.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. The forgotten Kent brother.
Yeah, he's like the Pete Best of the Kent.
It's so true.
Yeah, he was Wales editor at Universal, but Whale used him most of the time.
Yeah, you got to assume he's doing really good work. I mean, obviously, it's the end result. The problem with editors when you're working with an auteur like
James
Whale, and we're talking about it almost 100 years later,
mm-hmm.
He's trying to decide how much of it is Whale and how much of it is Kent.
Right.
But it's clearly skillfully done.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least for the time. I'm trying to think, there are some parts that are some parts there's just frames missing and stuff. So it can look a little awkward.
Frankenstein has a few little things like that, but I chalk it up to the year it was made.
Yes.
Even though, saying that, for 31, it's still pretty impressive.
Yeah. When did he stop making? Does he work at Universal anymore?
He's still going, yeah.
Not today?
Yeah, he's still working, yeah.
No, I mean,
Ted Kent?
When we're talking about like 43, he's gone by then, right?
Editor into 1967.
All right, and that's it.
That's all? Okay, well,
all right.
Join us on the
That sound can only mean one thing. It's time to talk about the minute.
So is that me?
I guess you'll start there, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Unless you want me to do it.
No. We continue with Inspector Lestrade on the phone, and he asks, have you got anything in your files about a man named ...
Yeah, it's weird that he says ...
Yeah, it is. That wasn't common back then.
It wasn't so common. It was Morse code during the war. We were using code.
So the enemy wouldn't know who he's asking about.
Anything to confuse the crowds.
Yeah,
I don't know what to call them.
Axis.
Yeah, so he pauses. So then there's a pause.
Well, he pauses, and then there's a cut to the sergeant at Lanwelly, and
it's a cool angle when they cut to him.
Yeah, because it's
a little bit of an overshot.
It's a down angle looking at him, and there's a pause while he listens to what Lestrade is saying.
Yes.
And he repeats, Lawrence Talbot.
Yeah. I like that there's a pause because you've commonly seen it happen before where they cut directly from a file named Lawrence Talbot, and it always is off-putting to me because you're creating a false, you're eliminating that space.
Yes.
They should even have, you could hear it in the little ear page. What? Hello?
I said Lawrence Talbot. Well, of course, he lived here.
Yeah, for like 2 days. Yeah, he lived here. Well, he lived here. That's like if I was in London for 3 days.
Well, you lived there.
I lived there.
I was there
I didn't die there.
I was there for a week and a half, so I guess I lived there longer than you did.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, he was born there.
I used to live in Japan.
Well, hey.
Yeah, it was great.
He lived all over the place. So. Lived in Hollywood and Detroit and Chicago and
I frequently live in Chicago.
Yeah.
And California.
Yeah.
And where are we?
Crystal.
Crystal. Now. I frequently live in Crystal.
Yeah.
Do you have to sleep there to live there?
I hope not, because I don't want you sleeping. That's what you're driving at. I mean,
boy, that wasn't subtle, was it?
I mean, I like Ken all.
Well, let's not go crazy there either.
Yeah, okay. To be fair,
he grew up there.
He grew up there. Yes, and then he went to school in America, hence his
Arkansas
flat.
Yeah, no, but is he from Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, yeah. So it's sort of that.
Do we have any evidence of the accent of Lon Chaney Sr.?
The only thing that we hear his voice in is the last film he made. It's a remake of The Unholy Three.
Okay.
And he sounds like a Midwest truck driver or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a distinctive voice. So there's a cut then back to Lestrade. He's like, oh, all right then. And he hangs up. And
no, he doesn't. He says we've got him up here in our hospital.
Oh, that's right. Yep,
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead. Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. We cut back to the sergeant. He chuckles, which I think is a nice little...
Yeah.
yeah, you do.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a comedic mentality to this that you might not expect, because these films, when James Whale's not doing them, they can be a little dry. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him in our hospital. He died 4 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah. And why of course?
I do remember it. Actually, no, that's right. That was something I was going to say. Tom Weaver posted about this on the Class Score Film Board. He just says, I like the part where the little Lanwelly police sergeant goes, I wouldn't want him in our hospital. I do like that. It's cute.
We talked very early on about how long had Larry been dead, how long had he been in that crypt. This verifies that it was 4 years.
Definitely 4 years ago. And that's why his clothes, as we talked about, are moldy.
So either he changed before the Bobby found him, or they just don't look that bad in that.
Well, I think just the fact that it's a deleted scene doesn't mean it didn't happen. So I think they did find him with all this. They're just not talking about that on screen. Yeah. There's a lot that doesn't happen on screen.
Dino actually asked about that. And, did he miss something? And like, no, you didn't.
No, there's a still of it. So they shot it. And there's a
mystery guy.
A mystery man on the left side.
I thought I identified him, but I'm not 100% sure.
And do you remember what you thought you identified him?
No.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Well, then he continues, why, of course I'm sure, Inspector. I was present at his funeral.
Yeah, he was present at his funeral. I mean...
well, I mean, Lanwelly appears to be a small town despite having the biggest church in the world.
Yeah.
The facade is actually the Notre Dame set.
I was going to say, is it
23?
Like Notre Dame?
Yeah.
All right.
So did you have something from the script?
I don't know. I think I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
He died 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I was present at his funeral. What's the next thing that happens? There you go.
There's a cut to Lestrade, like, yeah, okay, fine, and he hangs up.
Well, what he says is, that'll be all, Inspector. Goodbye. And my notes originally would have been clearer if one guy was like a sergeant or something. Yeah. Because they're both inspectors. So then I look in the script, and sure enough, the guy in Lanwelly is Sergeant. Yeah. I think it's just a fuck-up. Mm-hmm. I think Lestrade, now I don't even know his name.
Dennis Hoey.
Or his character's name, for that matter. But yeah, Dennis Hoey says Inspector, and he's not supposed to. So that's confusing to me.
So Lestrade just sort of dismissing that and hanging up makes me feel like something was cut, but I don't think there's anything more in the script, is there?
Oh, man, I just had it open to that page.
I was waiting for you to put it away to throw that at you.
No, Mr. Talbot, did you say to remember who you are? He lived here. Yeah. He's already in our hospital. He wouldn't want to if I died 4 years ago. Of course, I'm sure. I was his present at his funeral. He died. Your man is an imposter. Oh, no, actually, it's exactly right.
Really?
Now, we've talked about this, but I'll mention it again to make sure we've talked about it. There is a more recent version of this script available to...
Like two people.
To elite monster people, and maybe it's coming out in a book.
Yeah,
but this is an older version. This is from March of 40-something.
Yeah,
March
of
42.
This was not the shooting draft.
It's not the shooting script, but here's how it goes. Sergeant says, "Of course I'm sure, Inspector. I was present at the funeral." And the next, actually, it's even less. It just cuts to Owen puts down the receiver and says to Harley, "Lawrence Talbot died 4 years ago." So yeah, there's even more. This is an ad. It's got stuff added to the script.
This is the extended version. Well, I just think it's so abrupt.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, that's true.
You would think he'd react with a little bit of surprise or, oh, really?
We are talking about Lestrade here. He's not a details guy.
It's true.
But I do like that they're talking on these old-style phones.
Yeah.
And I did look up to see if anybody used these old-style phones in 1942. And yes, they might have used them in Wales at that time, but probably not. They were being phased out. Candlestick phones were common from the late 1890s through the 1930s. Now, a candlestick phone is what...
Lestrade is using.
Yeah, we're just going to call him Lestrade.
Yeah, I am.
Hoey is using.
Yeah.
And those remained in service through the 1950s. Mm-hmm. But the Lanwelly inspector is using a crank wall phone, and you can even see the crank.
Yeah,
But he doesn't actually have to crank it because he's answering a call.
Right.
People know what all that means. People care.
People.
Has everyone tuned out?
Yep.
Okay.
We got like 2 listeners left. And
Jason's listening still at 3x speed.
How does he even hear anything?
I don't know. He's actually not listening.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to podcasts.
Okay.
And that's it.
Well, that's it for that.
Oh, and then what happens?
Yeah. He crosses over to Mannering, and Mannering meets him halfway, still doing up his tie.
I do like that. There's a all right, so Mannering is in the middle of 2 pillars. Mm-hmm. This is that shot.
Yep.
And then Hoey, like if you call him Mannering, I feel like I got to call him Hoey. But we're calling him Lestrade, but his character is Owen. Is on the right side of the pillar. When he hangs up the phone, then the camera moves over. It
pushes in, yeah.
And it leaves the pillars on each side as like a proscenium.
Yep.
And now you see these 2 guys talk.
Yep.
Again, I just can't stop talking about how great this film looks.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, Neil had a good eye for stuff like that.
Yes,
if you watch the Sherlock Holmes films, I've said this many times.
Yeah.
He's very good at that.
And like I've said many times, these guys didn't know they were making a movie called Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. So when I tell people, you really like a movie, it's called Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, they just go, okay, that's cute. That's a funny joke. That's
great.
Yeah. But there's a lot of care put into this. I mean, obviously that's blocking, that's we talked about this. Well, I guess we'll talk about this in the future, but does the focus puller have to do anything, or is everything pretty straightforward to get over to that
I
shot?
think they do, because the plane shifts a little bit. They do push in, so that as they push in, they have to maintain that focus.
Yeah.
And they don't have monitors. We talked about this on Dino's podcast last night. They didn't have the video playback or monitors. There was a viewfinder on the camera, but you can't really keep your eye on that as the camera's moving. So they did it all by measuring. So they blocked the shot out with the movement and everything, and the focus puller would measure the focal length at each point and just maintain that as the camera's moving.
So I'm picturing what it's like to be on this set. Like if you're the focus puller or whatever, the lighting guy, any of these people, you're like, does this guy know we're making a movie called Wolfman Meets Frankenstein or whatever it was called?
Wolfman versus Frankenstein or
Frankenstein meets the Wolf's the Meat Man. Because there's care and thought put into all these shots.
Yeah.
Like, how many times do you suppose they'd have to do this shot? I mean, it's possible they got it in one.
It's possible.
But you'd think 3 to 6. I don't know.
I don't think they would take that many. Unless something went wrong.
Okay.
I am guessing if they got it right the first time, they moved on.
I suppose.
So my guess, and this is still a B movie, I think it has a little bit higher budget and production schedule than Ghost did.
Why?
Because of this sort of care that it's...
But why was it allocated? Was it allocated that, or did it go over?
No, I think it was allocated that. I think it was...
I just don't know why. I guess the success of the Wolfman and Ghost of Frankenstein led them to suddenly realize, we've actually got a good what's the word, franchise on our hands.
Yeah, I don't think they used that term back then.
I don't think so either.
Series maybe, or moving forward though, the next 2 look pretty good as well. They don't look cheap and quickie, even though they were.
Right.
You know, they don't look it. Certainly House of Dracula has some great shadowy stuff in it.
Definitely.
Especially those shots of Cheney just sitting in a wheelchair reading a magazine. Those are great. Very compelling.
This reminded me of some stuff from Dino's podcast. He did a whole song with just shots from House of Dracula. There's really great shots in the House of Dracula.
Yeah,
it's a really great looking film.
So we could forgive Earl Kenton for Ghost of Frankenstein, because he directed that as well.
That's madness, isn't it?
I know.
Because Ghost of Frankenstein looks like garbage.
Well, like we've said a dozen times, it looks like a TV shoot.
Yeah.
Very flat lighting and bright lighting. I think it's overly bright.
I'm starting to almost think that even that's too kind to say it's a TV shoot.
Okay.
Like, was nobody making decent TV? Well, I guess not in the 30s.
Nobody was making decent TV.
I'm going to guess, when was Ghost? Was it 42? I'm going to guess Citizen Kane is responsible for why Ghost looks like shit. Because they saw Citizen Kane and they said, well, look at this deep focus. Yeah. Let's just get as many lights as you can and light everything up.
Yeah.
And that turned out to not be right.
Yeah.
But it was the best they could do on short notice.
Maybe, I doubt it.
I know. The deep focus stuff was in place before Citizen Kane. But...
Well, we were talking with Dino last night about the shot from Svengali from 1931.
Right, that's fantastic.
Where, it's a sort of a wide shot of the room. The camera spirals around the character and then focuses on his eyes. There is a cut then to a close-up of his eyes, but the camera pulls straight back out the window.
Like a quarter of a mile.
I mean, it pulls back.
Not that far, but really far.
No, it's quite a bit.
Hundreds of yards.
Yeah, through a window. A point, there is an edit that you really can't see. It's very seamless.
Yeah.
So it's a miniature house, and then the shot of Svengali is projected into the window.
Yeah.
It's seamless.
When we were watching it last night, I was like, I can guess about where it is.
Yeah, you can sort of
but
figure.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
I actually don't see it.
No, I actually watched it a couple years ago and went back
frame
and forth.
by frame?
Yeah, trying to see where the cut is, and it is very, very seamless. Yeah. Citizen Kane didn't even pioneer that. I'm not trying to take anything away from Toland and Wells.
This is beyond anything. This isn't something they did in Citizen Kane.
Well, there's the famous shot at the beginning.
They tried and they didn't really.
Well, there's the shot at the beginning where they talk to Susan and she's in that bar.
But they do a lightning strike. They don't even do it.
Yeah, they cover it with a lightning strike. Yeah.
Like Hitchcock wanted to do it in Psycho.
Psycho, yeah, and he couldn't.
And he just didn't. It just fades into it.
It was.
But they did do it in '99.
Yeah, they did.
Which is fine. I don't hate that movie.
I don't hate it. It's just
I just
pointless.
have no desire to watch it.
Yeah, it's pointless, and Vince Vaughn is fucking terrible. So
Vince Vaughn is the problem.
Yeah.
For me personally, yeah. Anthony Perkins is so good as Norman.
Well, the problem is Vince Vaughn looks nuts from the get-go.
Yeah, if you found out Vince Vaughn was a serial killer, you'd go,
like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Whereas Anthony Perkins, also true, but in a different way.
It's in a different way.
More subtle.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, oh, there is something off
I
about
think
this guy.
as it progresses up to the murder, it incrementally looks like it just looks like he's lonely and a little disturbed, but not completely off his rocker.
He's not even a character in the film for so long that it's it's odd. That's such a great movie. I love Psycho.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's do that minute.
All right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Your man's an imposter.
It's a harsh word.
Is it?
It is a little harsh, I guess, because you might think you just got the wrong Lawrence Talbot. You might not go straight to imposter.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there could be more than one Lawrence Talbot. Nobody considers that.
He just hangs up the phone.
Yeah, fuck you.
that's the original take. That's the shooting script.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Slams the phone down, and then he just starts fucking trashing the place. Your man's a imposter.
Smashing chairs. And,
he takes a cane with a wolf head on it and starts hitting him with it. Kills him.
Larry. Not again.
You're an imposter. Not again.
That's a harsh word, Inspector. Poor devil of unsound mind.
Yeah, this is good stuff from
Siad Mac.
Sure, but also it's just I meant the character. Like
Mannering.
His name's not Harley, so I don't know what
Mannering.
his name is. Mannering.
Knowles.
You want to sound right? I guess I want to say Knowles. Yeah, I like it. He's immediate. That's his immediate response.
He's
that's
like,
a harsh
hey,
word,
whoa, yeah.
He's still doing up his tie.
And this would have been a perfect case for Ludwig Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Do you mean the doctor that deals with people of unsigned mind? Something
true.
like that? Whatever the goose girl says, I can't remember. But
no, seems like a missed opportunity. They could have worked that in somehow. He used to work Actually, that would work really a lot better than what we end up with.
But it doesn't take place in the same town because Ludwig was in Visseria or Vasseria, whichever one you decide.
So what we end up with is they end up going there for one reason.
Yeah.
They could have ended up going there because he knew the guy.
Actually, that would have made more sense.
Kind of.
Because I think when we get to that point, I have some issues.
Yeah, there's issues.
Yeah.
The plot isn't so great in this film.
That's exactly what.
But not every great film has a great plot. You know what I mean? And that's what I think what the greatness of this film, and I'm willing to call this film great, actually, is not the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd call it very good. I don't know if I'd go great. And I personally...
It achieves greatness. Maybe the total film is not great.
It has great moments.
Let's just be honest. Let me be clear.
Yeah.
I consider this film a failure.
Yeah. Okay. But it has great moments.
Great moments.
Yes. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I personally don't often care about the plot of a movie.
Are we still suddenly I'm paranoid.
No, it's fine.
Everybody's voice still? You're keeping your eye on it?
Keep an eye on it. I really don't care about the plot so much as I remember the characters, certain situations, certainly how it looks. That's a big thing because
especially these films.
I'm very visually oriented anyway.
Well, and maybe that's why you're attracted to these films. I mean,
it could be, yeah.
Jack Pierce spending 6 hours making a guy look like he has a square head. That's that's a big part of why we're here.
Why we're here, yeah. So that's part of it, and that's one of the things I liked about the Del Toro Frankenstein that apparently everybody else hates.
I don't think that's true. I think
Barsky liked it a lot.
Barsky liked it.
Yeah.
Dino didn't like it. I didn't bother to see it.
Okay.
I'll see it.
All right.
I promise to see it.
All right.
I'm going to try to see it.
Don't be influenced by Dino necessarily.
Well, I mean, I'm influenced by everything, and a lot of people liked it, a lot of people didn't like it. So that's actually the perfect influence to go into
I guess
a movie.
So, yeah.
Because then I'll be just like, well, I don't know what to think.
Right.
Yeah. My understanding is that it doesn't follow the novel.
No, it doesn't.
But neither does anything else.
None of the there's one that does.
The Hallmark.
The Hallmark one.
Yeah.
It's really well done. Unfortunately, it has a very low budget because it was a TV movie, but it's still well done. And I think the creature is a little disappointing.
Okay.
The actor's fine, but the makeup and just how it's presented is not top notch. I still think Frankenstein, the True Story, is an excellent adaptation, and it doesn't follow the book at all.
Right. I still think the best, because when you're saying the monster's disappointing or whatever, the only time the reveal of the monster hasn't been disappointing in some way, well, maybe that's not true, but the best reveal of the monster is Karloff.
Absolutely.
And it's completely invented. It's not even remotely close to anything that happens in the book.
No, it's based more on the play, the Peggy Webling. There's a book that reprints like several revisions of that, which I need to get and read because I wish we would have had it back in 2018 when we started.
We'll have to redo that one. That's what
I actually would like to because I've seen it a number of times since. I'm like, I wish we would have talked about that.
We can do special edition episodes.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Like we have time for that. If this is my
Star Wars Minute did it. They did special edition episodes
and
stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's so many different versions of Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Poor Devil of Unsound Mind.
Yep.
I'll wager, and then we talked about this, I think. Sorry.
Well, he's typically sensitive and understanding.
But also, I was going to say the next thing is the subtitles say, "I'll wait till he's sound enough to remember his own name." But I think we agree. The script agrees. I'll wager he's sound enough to remember his own name, which is very aggressive. I'm gonna rough this guy up. I'm gonna go pop him one.
Pulls out his nightstick, is tapping it on his palm.
But he is gonna do the typical.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a very, I want to say, accurate way of describing a lot of the police interrogations you see in these documentaries where they get somebody to admit something that clearly could not possibly have happened.
Yeah.
Like, well, he admitted it. Well, how did you get a confession?
Yeah.
And that's what this guy's about to do. I'll wager he's sound enough to remember his own name.
Starts pulling up his
exactly.
Sleeves,
I'm going to hit him with something.
And loosens his tie.
It'd be so great if he happened, just by coincidence, to have that cane with the wolf's head. Just starts cracking him.
Tapping it on his palm as he walks over. So,
which clearly,
Talbot,
as we know, doesn't kill him.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? Is that in police evidence in Lanwelly then? Or did
it was just a trinket he bought at the shop across the street.
Yeah, because it was
owned by the dad, so he took it.
No, Larry bought it.
No, I know. I'm sorry. Once Larry dies,
then
his dad would say, well, that's mine now, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose they didn't have that sort of chain of custody evidence thing.
No, actually, now I'm rethinking it. You're right. It would be police evidence.
Yeah.
That probably still exists. This will be our update for this season.
To see if the cane
That makes no sense.
So if we go to Lanwelly and go into the police evidence locker, we'll find it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Right.
Still have blood on it.
Right. Just a little
And
DNA.
if you taste the blood, you become a wolf man.
You can taste the blood of the wolf man. Hammer missed out on that one.
Taste the blood of the wolf man, yes.
Okay. I'm going to have another talk with him.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's, I'll talk to him. We'll make him admit who he is.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's totally in keeping with what we know about Lestrade.
Yep.
And as it happens, the response from Mannering.
Right.
He says, that man is my patient.
Not your prisoner.
Yeah.
I'll decide when he can be questioned again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, does he say, oh, that's right, he goes, Inspector. And Lestrade goes, yeah? I kind of like that. It's just a weird...
Yeah, because Lestrade is starting to turn to go over to Larry, and
he's going to rough him up. I'm going to have a talk with him.
Yeah, Inspector.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's cute.
Yep. Very well. It's in your hands.
Which is nice.
Mannering starts to say something as it begins to lap dissolve. His mouth is moving, but we don't hear what he says. And I don't think there's anything in the script that he's saying.
All right, so he says, well, very well.
Very well,
it's in your hands. I got to really keep this
Maybe
thing
you
open.
should. Do you want a bookmark or something?
Maybe. I think I had one last time.
No.
Very well, it's in your hands. It goes on and on. No.
Is there more dialogue?
No, nothing at all.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so because I looked. So I'm curious what he says.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, and then God, we got stuff to talk about there too. Then it goes on, but you got a whole card. I'm sorry.
You okay?
Yes. Then it cuts to
lap dissolves.
Lap dissolves to
later that night.
Yeah.
The full moon is shown through the window. We get the little model house in the background that we see out the window in a lot of these shots.
Yeah.
Little forced perspective.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's very well done. Fog drifting by out the window. The camera then
drifting
starts
by a full moon.
Yeah, a full moon. Didn't I say there was a full
moon? I don't
out
know.
The window?
I didn't. Maybe.
You really got to pay attention.
I don't.
Because I'm not.
I got all these devices. I got a football game.
One of us has to pay attention to this. And then, there's a cut, and then the camera starts to sort of pull back and tilt and pan across the moonlight being cast upon the floor. And
and what I notice is there's one of those radiators that I think you and I remember living in homes that had these radiators, the hot water inside the metal thing.
Yep.
And it looks really cool as you can see the moonlight reflecting off that radiator.
I've owned a couple houses that have had that kind of heat, but they had been updated to the sort of the long.
So those were just not. They didn't do anything, or
we didn't have the cast iron like you see. Okay. And actually, these houses were both built in the '60s, so they probably weren't using them anymore anyway. Okay.
So the radiator looks beautiful in the moonlight.
Yep. And the minute ends. Any more questions, wise ass?
And then that sound that I just heard.
Yeah, that can only mean
one of very small number of things.
The bell update.
Oh, jeez. Oh no.
The cane update.
Oh, I'm so bad at using this thing. Why can't I just go to? Why won't you help me? Why won't you just let me? Okay, posts. I guess it's time once again for got any. Fuck! Stop lying. Fuck you. Got any wise ass comments? Wise asses. Minute 11 edition. This is where you can sign up on Patreon, which is patreon.com/Frankenstein Minute, and sign up at the wise ass level and leave comments, and then we'll try to read them on the podcast.
Be sure to click the wise ass box.
And as long as you click that box,
then you'll receive the minutes prior to recording.
That's true. You won't get them otherwise, so you can't even comment.
Yeah,
that's true. Vincent Hannum.
Yeah, he sent us an email.
Saying it's what?
Hannum, I believe.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, so we've been pronouncing it wrong since time immemorial.
He writes, I wanted to add some cheeky comment about the dialogue, but you know what? I think it's pretty good here. The exchange between Mannering and the inspector especially. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Lawrence Talbot, he still owes me $5. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be.
He called and he said, Lawrence Talbot? That'd be great. Thanks, Vincent. Mike Herman writes, I'd like to know who that picture is of in Dr. Mannering's office. I agree.
There's that old-timey portrait hanging on the wall.
He's got like all of his diplomas going up the wall, and then he's got this picture just sort of up there of some dude.
So it was either like the hospital founder or his father, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
In reality, it's a prop.
His mentor. It's just a prop.
Prop that someone went to the Universal Prop Department. Like, yeah, that'll look good there.
It'd be that cool if you could see it in some other.
You probably can, but that would take an enormous amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's certainly not worth the effort.
Thanks, Mike. And that's it.
Oh, okay then. Any other words of wisdom to impart before we sign off?
Visit patreon.com/Frankenstein Minute for all of your Frankenstein needs. Sign up at the friend level and get the episodes a day early.
And if we ever get off our ass and do any bonus content,
more bonus content. Yep. Sounds like we'll definitely be doing a commentary of the Frankenstein film that I haven't seen.
Yep.
It'd be more like a reaction video. That's what YouTube is now.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Reaction videos.
Yeah, and I hate them.
Maybe I should just put a video on me and I'll be like. Like, I can't imagine like pretending to react.
I know,
How can you not? How can you pretend to be natural?
They
in that
all seem
scenario?
so phony, and I hate them. Also, join us on Facebook at the Frankenstein Minute Village.
That's true. We seem to post on there.
Occasionally throw stuff on there, and we're on a bunch of different.
We're on Instagram, Blue Sky.
Oh my God.
I think that's it.